Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your favorite wrestling fan here, Eric Rodriguez, live every Monday, 8 p.m. Pacific Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time on the GSMC Sports Network to talk about the greatest thing in the world, professional wrestling. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Mine was decent, had a pretty decent Monday. Watched a little bit of the Daytona 500. It was rained out for quite some time. Congratulations to William Byron in that number 24 car to get the job done when he back-to-back Daytona 500. So that's pretty cool. Also, the NBA All-Star Game and one of the biggest jokes in the world. No, I'm just kidding. You know what? This whole new and this will be brief. This new format of the four teams. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad whatsoever. When the stars came out during the entrances and the announcing and stuff like that, and then the moment Kevin Hart came out, if Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, if you really want people to take this product seriously, maybe you shouldn't have it come out like so entertaining. Like, it's lost its step. It's definitely lost its step for the All-Star Game. I remember growing up watching. I watched Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant go at it. I remember being a San Antonio Spurs fan, and then I remember seeing Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant playing together, and it was like this rare, awesome thing. But nowadays, during the off season, I think the players have way too much. They have way too much power. They want. You're good at something. You get a nice, good, awesome contract, which is ideal, which is something that you definitely should strive for. And you do at a certain spot, you can get what you want. But for the fans, no players really dedicated to the fans, or no players really dedicated to any team anymore. Buying a sports jersey for nowadays any player is it's nerve wracking because you're not too sure in 2 to 3 years they're gonna be on that same squad. So all in all, I feel like they could definitely try to find a way to revive it. I thought of them doing the four team again. I thought that was very interesting. I thought maybe the team that won the NBA Cup could take on the final team, and if the winner, if the NBA Cup team winner or whatever, if they win, maybe they get a spot in playoffs straight up like WWE Royal Rumble, where you win one match and then you're in the in this main event in WrestleMania. I thought that would have been pretty interesting. But it is what it is. As a product and as an entertainment conglomerate, NBA, I thought it was great. I thought they did their job. If they were entertaining people, it's not too much about the competition factor whatsoever anymore. Then in that case, they killed it, and all the naysayers out there, all the media negative publicity, then they can just they could eat it or whatever. You know what I mean? But all in all, it was decent. It was a decent product. Well, we're here to talk about wrestling. Have a pretty awesome show for you today, all lined up. Today we have our WWE Smackdown review. We're going to talk about Raw, then we're going to talk about NXT, and then we're going to talk about AEW Grand Slam in our fifth and final segment. We're going to talk about the best non-sanctioned matches in professional wrestling history. Obviously, kind of stemming off of what happened tonight on Monday Night Raw with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Are going to go at it again, which is pretty cool. I definitely love this. The feud that they continue to have on, and it's pretty pretty awesome. But before we jump on into any of the action, just want to remind you guys, if you have a burning take, or just something you've been dying to get off your chest here at the GSMC Sports Network, we are all ears. We want you guys to feel absolutely 1,010% comfortable. Do not be shy. Drop your thoughts inside that chat. And if you really want to make sure your comment, question, or concern gets noticed on air, why not use that super chat? It's that $sign. Go ahead and click on that, which guarantees anything you guys put inside that chat box is going to be featured, talked about, maybe even debated about on the show. 1,010% your support obviously makes all the difference. Plus, it's a great way to support the channel, guys. Send in those super chats, throw us a bone here and there. It will guarantee that you guys will keep getting awesome sports content for absolutely for free, which is who doesn't love that. So definitely grateful for each and every one of you guys who joins us here daily. Make sure you guys continue to check out all the videos from all the shows. We have a pretty awesome lineup of guys who definitely do one thing, and they definitely they have passion, charismatic, enthusiastic, and I just want to make sure you guys get all the sports consumption Your support makes all the difference. Let's get this party started. Send in those super chats, those super stickers, because you guys are super awesome. And together we will make sure this podcast is bigger, better, and stronger than ever. Once again, if the super chat is not your thing, go ahead and hit up that tips and donations link at the GSMCpodcast.net. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. Just remember to Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show. Follow the show, follow the network. Definitely helps us out a lot. Definitely would love to hear what you guys have to say. So don't be shy. Drop your thoughts inside that chat. Here at the GSMC Sports Network, we do love a lot of peace, love, and positivity 1,010%. But in terms of talking sports, it's inevitable. We get it. There's going to be some criticisms. There's going to be some disagreements. And it's all good. It's all gravy, baby. It's already water under the bridge. Just want to make sure you guys feel absolutely 1,010% entertained. So, don't be shy. Drop your thoughts inside that chat. We got SmackDown. We got WWE Smackdown. We got Vic Joseph on SmackDown. Obviously, Joe Tessitore was, he was elsewhere. But I thought Vic Joseph really did a good job bringing his enthusiasm that he has on WWE NXT to SmackDown. So I thought that was pretty cool. Cody Rhodes comes out, kicks off the show, talks opponents. The moment he mentions, Logan Paul, I thought it was kind of funny how the fans were they were disgusted. They're disgusted by this mega star, this YouTube star, this YouTuber that made it into professional wrestling. I do like Logan Paul. I'm not a huge hater, so to speak. I definitely like I think he should definitely embrace kind of being a heel. But sometimes when he's on Raw or SmackDown and then he kind of gets the reactions from the fans, he looks genuinely shocked. He looks like, why don't these people like me? I think the moment he decides to kind of embrace it, which he has, I definitely think his career will be on the right track. He could be one of the best heels in WWE history if keeps going that way. So Cody Rhodes, talking about opponents, Drew McIntyre comes out and he was upset that Cody Rhodes, basically didn't acknowledge the fact that, Drew McIntyre is the only person that defeated Cody Rhodes since Rhodes made it back to WWE. And I think that means something. And I think that's going to play into the main event at WrestleMania. I see Drew McIntyre coming out of the Elimination Chamber because I just see so many other lingering storylines that are, on Seth Rollins' head, on CM Punk. I think Damien Priest is kind of just there, for the ride. I think it's cool and all. And for John Cena as well. Logan Paul, I think the only thing that just wouldn't make sense is if Drew McIntyre doesn't win the Elimination Chamber, then what, So that means, you have about 9 weeks to kind of establish an opponent or a feud or an old rivalry for Drew McIntyre. But at this time, I feel like it'd be perfect for Drew to take on Cody Rhodes because it just seems fitting. It just seems fitting. And if Drew McIntyre actually, if he has enough stuff to defeat Cody Rhodes for that WWE Championship, I feel like that'd be great. I feel like that'd be amazing. So then, and then Solo Sikoa comes out, he arrives, and then Jakob Fatu's in the ring saying that he's going to get the first of Solo Sikoa's family business, so that that relationship seems like it is on the rocks. I kind of like the new storyline of possibly maybe Jakob wanting to, throw his hat in the ring of being the tribal chief, maybe challenging for that Ula Fala, and then, maybe him and Solo Sikoa kind of butt heads down the road. Maybe have a match at WrestleMania. I definitely think that'd be pretty cool for both of these superstars. Next, we have Chelsea Green taking on Naomi in Elimination Chamber qualifier. I thought it was pretty cool how Naomi, she got a nice win. It was pretty damn clean. It was great. Chelsea Green, the WWE Women's United States Champion, gotta be honest, it kind of made her title run a little weak. Lyra Valkyria as well on Monday Night Raw was pinned by Bayley, so Bayley could qualify. The WWE mid-card titles right now, it's not dead by any means necessary. I don't think it's dead at all. I don't think it was a mistake that WWE added too many titles. I don't think that whatsoever. I think when Asuka comes back, I feel like, when Becky Lynch comes back, when, Alexa Bliss starts rolling a little bit, she could become a competitor as well. It's going to be great. It's going to be okay. And then you have a lot of young, talented NXT women's stars that are going to be coming up too. So, just stay patient. And overall, I feel like it'd be awesome if Naomi, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill kind of come into the singles wrestlers kind of thing. Like I don't like them as a I do and I don't. I feel like ultimately when they first started that World Women's Tag Team run, it was kind of a mistake because these are two single stars. Two single stars. It was just a way for Jade to kind of get her, get her beak wet in terms of, being on WWE, what it means to be a WWE superstar, the flow, the atmosphere inside the locker room, and then inside the squared circle. So I definitely think that when she comes back, she's gonna be bigger, better, and stronger than ever. So can't wait to see. And I definitely think she would be an amazing fit. She'd be an amazing opponent for Chelsea Green. So it'd be kind of cool to kind of see her move forward. Next, we have Sami Zayn, obviously addressing Kevin Owens, and then you had Kevin Owens challenging Sami Zayn to a match at Elimination Chamber, saying, I don't care if you're clear or you're not, I just want you inside the square, I just want you inside the ring, So I feel like Sami, he feels like Kevin Owens going after the jugular there. He didn't do it to make a statement. He did it to try to end my career. And I kind of agree. Next, we have the Motor City Machine Guns defeat Los Garza. I thought that match was actually pretty damn awesome. Solo Sikoa and Jakob Fatu have a nice little, not really that nice. Solo Sikoa telling Tama Tonga and Jakob Fatu saying that I feel bad for letting you down, the family down. Solo Sikoa, when he comes, since he made his way back to WWE, he looks pretty genuine. Jakob Fatu as well as Tama Tonga, obviously, they look kind of unimpressed. They don't, I feel like they feel like they don't need the guidance of Solo Sikoa anymore. Because how many times Solo Sikoa has actually, haven't found himself in the winner's circle. So, there's only so much failure one person can have to be like, okay, so why are we following this guy? Maybe some way down the line, like maybe The Rock finds his way back to WWE, and maybe Jakob Fatu and Tama Tonga Loa kind of follow him. Or Jakob Fatu, like I said before, maybe he throws his hat in the ring. Maybe he wants to challenge for the Ula Fala. And, based on the wide reaction from the fans when you had that promo with him, McIntyre, and Cody Rhodes in the ring, I think they like Jacob. So I feel like Jacob, obviously, just starting baby steps. But one of these days, I feel like he will make it to the top of the Gestapo and be WWE champion one day. Next, we have Shinsuke Nakamura comes out to speak. LA Knight and The Miz also feel obligated to join the fray. I definitely like, LA Knight's impersonation of The Miz. I thought that was pretty funny. The Miz then also antagonizing Knight by crying, saying that last week you said it was all right for men to cry. And LA Knight, I gotta be honest, I think he broke character a little bit. He broke kayfabe. The way he was looking at him, he looked like he was actually shocked that he did it, but at the same time, he looked like he was cracking up. You know what I mean? So I thought that was actually pretty damn awesome. So then they end up having a battle with LA Knight taking out The Miz, and during the promo saying that, dude, you suck, was pretty fun because the LA Knight, he was a great United States champion. I do agree with that 1,010%. But The Miz also, he makes a pretty good claim himself. He put the WWE Intercontinental Championship on the map, made it basically prestigious for the longest time. And can he do the same for the United States title? I feel like he can. I definitely feel like The Miz could definitely do that. But the LA Knights, too, as well, I feel like, both those guys, either one of them holding the titles, I feel like it'd be in good hands. So, overall, it was a nice little promo between two competitors that will find themselves in the United States title picture come WrestleMania. I feel like maybe a triple threat match, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty nice. Obviously, I would definitely put the LA Knight over. I like Shinsuke Nakamura coming back with his new persona. But, LA Knight was right. Not a lot of people defend the United States Championship. The LA Knight was there on every show. He was talking. He was challenging people, accepting challenges. And so far, Shinsuke Nakamura, after winning the championship, doesn't really seem like he's, he doesn't really seem like he's with it. So, I don't know. Maybe it is time for a change. Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, seen talking backstage. Nia Jax kind of subtly hints at, she remembers the time when Alexa Bliss, fake being her friend to kind of use her. And then you saw the Wyatt 6 teaser. So it seems like Alexa Bliss is going to be in a storyline with the Wyatt 6. At this point, when she came back to the Royal Rumble, dropping, heavy hints, obviously bringing the doll out, and then her sister Abigail was, pretty badass. It was pretty cool. So, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see what WWE has in store for Alexa Bliss. Maybe forming a tag team with Nikki Cross. Maybe that's the direction that they're going toward mostly. I would like to see Alexa kind of, dab her toes in singles competition. Maybe, Women's United States Championship picture. I would love to see her do that. But, I don't know the direction they're really gonna go with this storyline with this Sister Abigail thing with this Wyatt Six. Is she gonna come out possessed like she was with the Fiend, or is she gonna kind of have just a different overall like kind of style? But I'm interested to kind of see it fall out. I'm interested to see the Wyatt Six back on television. I feel like this is it's kind of like a nice little jump start, because I know a lot of people in wrestling media feel like the Wyatt Six already is a failure. I've been saying this since day one. I think it's just going to take a little bit of patience. It's just going to take a little bit of patience. Have to let the story unfold. Like I said before, I do not want to see 2, 3, 4 weeks of, just handing videotapes to Michael Cole or, or whatever. Well, I guess technically it would be Joe Tessitore or Wade Barrett. Like, we don't want to see all that again. You're already introduced to the WWE universe. Come out, and just start fighting. I think that's the focal point of what I was trying to say. Just start fighting, man. Fight Owens, fight. I'm just kidding. Moving on. Carmelo Hayes defeats R-Truth. Decent match. It was a nice little match to kind of get Carmelo Hayes back into the win. Calling the Street Profits cut a promo. Didn't see B-Fab. Gotta be honest, I'm a little concerned, which sucks because I feel like she has a lot of talent inside the ring. Is she going to be the next one to be on the block of being released by the WWE? I certainly hope not. But it is what it is. Pretty Deadly's then seen talking to DIY. DIY saying that Pretty Deadly messed up a nice little situation. Pretty Deadly obviously disagrees. They were just trying to stick up for themselves. Tiffany Stratton defends her WWE Women's Championship against Naomi. No, against Nia Jax. Sorry, excuse me. Disqualification. I don't see how disqualification wins really benefits Nia Jax. But Nia Jax seemed like she was happy with what Candice LeRae did. I mean, I guess, that's cool. They beat her up. Charlotte Flair comes out, and chooses Tiffany Stratton as her opponent at WrestleMania. Obviously, Trish Stratus also was inside the ring, but Nia Jax was just too much of a woman, a whole lot of woman for them to handle. So then backstage, you see Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus agreeing that they are going to team up to take them on at Elimination Chamber. I like their chemistry backstage. The nice little friendly banter seemed like, Trish Stratus. Last time we saw Trish, she was, kind of a heel. She was a heel with Zoe Stark, during that Becky Lynch feud. Seeing her come back as a babyface, I thought that was actually pretty badass. We're going to get some Trishy and Tiffy time at Elimination Chamber. And then, cap this all off, we got Big Jimmy Uso taking out Drew McIntyre. And then the main event, we saw Damien Priest get that final spot. Solo Sikoa gets involved, obviously, at the end of the match. Cody Rhodes comes out to even the odds. A Samoan Spike, an accidental Samoan Spike to Tama Tonga. Jakob Fatu looked absolutely irate with Solo Sikoa. So, building up something for the future. I feel like that would be pretty damn... that'd be a nice match to have at WrestleMania. Damien Priest pins Braun Strowman after the South of Heavens choke slam, and then bam, there you have it. Your WWE Smackdown review right then and there. And yeah, now we're going to move on to what just happened. Some WWE Monday Night Raw recap. So grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite ice cold beverage. Join me here in about 25 seconds. So hey, do not go anywhere.